in the description box below for you. Got it all written up, just gotta copy and paste it. So you guys can copy and paste it onto something if you want the recipe right now. Because this video isn't probably going to go up until the end of the week. I'm going to do some editing on it and make it a little bit shorter for people so they don't have to sit through all the answering questions and stuff like that. My live streams are always like over an hour long. There you go. Recipes down below. At least for this one. I might alter it and change it. It works perfectly fine. It's just not the best tasting gingerbread, but who really eats a gingerbread house? I don't think I've ever eaten one. I put it up on display for like, a couple of weeks probably, and then just break it and throw it away. Welcome everyone. Say hi. Thanks for joining me. It's been a while since I've been live. Lots has happened. I got engaged, got monetized, so many good things. Reached my goal weight. It's been awesome. Say hi, let me know where you're watching from. If you guys are interested in building a gingerbread house this year. I saw it on a bunch of people's Vlogmas and I just wanted to do it. First like, Susan, thank you. Hi, Susan. My chat is not up on my main screen, so I am going to have to look over here for my chats. Should we just get started here? We got to make our frosting first. I already made all my gingerbread pieces ahead of time so that you didn't have to watch me making dough and rolling all that stuff out. But I'll explain what I did, obviously, to roll out. Well, I explained in the directions, so there's not really much to this cookie recipe. Is not much different than my sugar cookie recipe. So click over there. I'll probably put a link in there. Rolling out the gingerbread is the exact same as rolling out the sugar cookie dough. But you go a little bit thinner, which I wrote in the directions. But I made gingerbread house templates for you guys. I put the dimensions down in the description box too. So I got sides, the front and back, and roof pieces. So you guys will have those so you can make your own gingerbread house the same size as I'm making. That's true, Big Amp. It is nice getting to my goal weight, and I didn't have to not eat sweets to get there, which is like the crazy thing. Like, that's why I'll be able to stick with this and not gain all the weight back like every other time, because I can eat my good food and, still maintain my weight even. It's crazy. I'm so happy I found keto because these desserts are amazing and I can stick to it and not gain all the weight back like every other time I lost weight. It's crazy. I'm so happy that I found it. Okay, so we got the templates. So I got my pieces standing by, but we have to make the frosting, which I just kind of did a royal icing, but it's kind of like a cheat way. I used egg white protein powder and just use a little bit of water, a little bit of cream of tartar, and I used monk fruit sweetener, powdered monk fruit sweetener. Did I put my cream of tartar away though? See, I thought I had everything set up. Where did I put it? I don't have a lot of space here because I had to make it high enough for you guys to see what I'm doing, but also still see me. So I have just like a tiny little table to use. Where did I put my cream of tartar? Had it around here somewhere. Maybe I put it back in the cupboard. Don't know where my open one went. I just bought a new one. I don't know what I did with my old one. This is just 1 tablespoon of egg white protein. Basically, most recipes I saw that I was looking up tons of different royal icing recipes. They were all like meringue powder, but then there were some that just said egg white powder would work also. Some had cream of tartar in them, some didn't. I found it stuck together better with cream of tartar in it. So, 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. All this is going to be down in the description box below. So I already wrote the recipe out for you guys and pasted it there. So if you're joining here and you want to copy the recipe before this live comes down, because it's not going to be up right away after I finish, copy and paste those recipes. Thank you, Becca. Recently found my channel. Yay! A lot of people have been saying that. They're like, why is it taking so long to find your channel? I don't know. YouTube algorithm. I put out one video and it went a little crazy, and a bunch of people have been finding me now because I think YouTube is suggesting it to people. Hello, Carol Walker from the UK. Hi. Thanks for joining me. We're making some royal icing to stick together our gingerbread house. We got 1 tablespoon of egg white protein, 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, and then we need a cup of sifted powdered sweetener. I heard Swerve works. Even this, to me, like, I don't like this frosting because I get the cooling effect from all the erythritol, even though it's monk fruit and erythritol together. But we're not eating it anyways. You can also make buttercream frosting, which I have a couple of recipes. And you can use that to decorate. That'll taste better, I think. So I have some to decorate our trees and stuff once we get our house up. We got to get this made in our house together so that we can let it dry before we decorate it all. You got to let the roof, you can't put the roof on right away because you got to let the sides harden. So I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of water in here. And when I did it last time, I did 2 tablespoons plus like a teaspoon. Just add a tiny bit more. I got to work up in the air, so if I look a little clumsy, it's because I usually work down at my waist, not up here. Hi. Thanks for the hearts. Awesome, Debbie Thornton. Make one in Arizona. So this royal icing, you just gotta work it. I might have to bring it down a little lower to get a good whisk on it. But you wanna like really whisk it up. You obviously can use a hand mixer or a stand mixer, but it's not a lot of icing, so I'm probably gonna be mostly decorating my trees and stuff with my buttercream. So I'll show you all the different shapes you can make, and I found some candies that are a little questionable, but they're better than the full sugar if you just want to pop one in your mouth while you're decorating your house. It's better than all the other stuff on the market. You want it to like stand at stiff peaks. You want it pretty thick. So I usually take it and give it a good whip. So it's like really sticky. One recipe said you wanted it falling off in ribbons, but I don't know. When I watered it down too much, it took way longer to dry. I did like dry tests. I took a little piece, put it down, add a little bit more water, put a little bit more down, and like tested to see how long it took to dry. And I think the thicker your frosting is, the faster it dries, which makes sense. The more water you add, the more water needs to get evaporated before it dries. Hi, Becca. Been having the erythritol and baked good recipes. I find in doing liquid stevia, that seems to... Yeah, I actually did that in quite a few of my recipes. Like, I'll just put like a half teaspoon of liquid stevia and cut down my... But I use the monk fruit erythritol, so it's already less cooling than if you use straight swerve or straight erythritol. So I do that in some of my recipes, or have done. I try to make them the least complicated, but the best tasting. So like, because a lot of people are like, oh, too many ingredients. Like, yeah, I know, but it's what makes it taste good, you know, so. I think we're good. So you're at like stiff peaks. So I'm going to put this into my piping bag. You can use a tip on it, but I just cut off the bottom of my plastic piping bags. I'm going to keep this over here. This will harden if you have any left in your bowl, so you either want to put it all in your piping bag or keep a whisk handy to keep like whisking it up. So I have my pastry bag. I already cut like the very little tip off of it. You want a nice thin tip on it. I put it over my hand so that I can have it open like that. I can put it right down in there. Thank you, Gingerhurst. I'm glad you enjoy watching. I'm gonna put this all in my piping bag. We gotta get the sides done so that we can get it dried so we can get on to decorating. Because that's the fun part, is the decorating for sure. Well, I didn't add any vanilla. You can add vanilla if you want. But like I said, I'm not eating this, so. I don't know if I put vanilla in the original recipe. I don't think I did. But so, for anyone who's new, who's joining, these are down in the description box below. I put the measurements for templates for my gingerbread house. Because that was really kind of the hardest part, was like, I did it freehand the first time and I got some wonky stuff and I'm like, oh, this doesn't work. So the nice thing about the kits is they come already done for you and you just got to slap them together and put the stuff on them. The hard part is having like a template to cut your cookies out at. Here are my pieces. So I did a front piece with a door cut out. This gingerbread recipe, like the sugar kind of leaks out a little bit. So if you want to take like a knife, these are hard. Like they're not gonna, well, they'll break, but they're not gonna like crumble on you or anything. I made sure that they were nice and sturdy. But the sugar kind of comes out a little bit, so you can break off that sugar that comes out. I'm eating this dough right now, actually, raw, because it's really freaking good. Cooked, it's a little crunchy, but it still tastes good. But you want to clean up any of your edges. So I cut out windows, and I don't know if any of you guys know this, but if you cut out windows, and what I did, I broke up some sugar-free Jolly Ranchers. Oh, my cats are going crazy again. And I put them in the window cutouts before I baked it. And then when you bake it, they melt and you get windows, colored windows in your gingerbread house. I wish I could show you guys right now. I might, if I do the edit, if I can add stuff in. I don't really know how the editing works on YouTube, but I made a gingerbread house in high school. It was an 8-sided cathedral gingerbread house. I made my own sugar candy and everything, and I made a dome with sugar pieces on it. It was pretty awesome. But we learned this technique in school. So it's a cool thing to do if you want stained glass looking windows. Hi, Karen. You didn't miss me. Just starting to build the house. All the recipes are below, Karen, if you want to copy and paste them right now, because this video is not going to be up for a little while, so you can have the recipe ready to go and make these whenever you want. So the edges kind of like the sugar comes out, so you want to just clean these up. I don't know if you can see it on camera. There's just like some sugar. This one, the gingerbread wasn't completely together all the way. So I have a little crack in this guy. But the new well, this was my second last recipe. I did another test today. And the dough from today is a lot easier to work with. It doesn't crack as much as this dough does. But a lot of sugar seeps out of it, just like this one. I thought I knew the reason it was doing that, but I was wrong. So we still have sugar seeping out of the recipe that's down below, but it's a lot easier to work with. It's not going to crack and stuff on you. So I just have a piece of cardboard I grabbed from an Amazon package I had. But I'm going to make sure you have something to prop up your sides of your house with just until they dry. Usually I put something in the middle. I tried to do it this way so you guys can see it. I'm going to put it kind of in the back corner of it. Here, like a path and maybe some trees in the front and stuff like that. So that's where we're going to start. So you got your frosting in your bag. Got to make sure that we're in the right spot. Because these go this way. And last time I put it on the wrong side too. You want the front face. Because you can go... How do you show you this? You can either go like this or like this. You want it like this because when you put your roof on, there'll be more overhang. I found that out the hard way when I made my last one. If you put it out here, the roof doesn't have an overhang anymore. So you want to have it like this. So we're going to make sure. Okay, so we're in the right spot almost. You just got to move this up a little bit more. You want to make sure you're going to be in the right spot before you start trying to glue things down. Gotta get the sugar off this guy. Karen, oh, I made your peanut butter cookies and they were so good. My 3 boys, husband loved them. Yay! You are so welcome, Karen. I'm glad you tried them and loved them. My mom did too. I was very excited that she made some of my recipes because she doesn't bake too often. So when she does and she likes it, it's exciting. I've had a couple people say that they've tried my cookies and they all have said good things. I wish I had time to make another batch. My peanut butter blossoms went really fast. I know my boyfriend ate them all pretty darn quick. I had some too, but... Okay. Now, cool. We're in the right spot here. I'm going to go forward first. You guys can see what I'm doing. Let's see. So, I got to pipe with my right hand, though. So, and you're on my left. I go and pipe just a big dollop all down the bottom. Like that. And go and set them up there. And then this guy's going to go behind him. So... You need to lean it back a little bit usually to get it to stay straight. And this one's going to go right here. So you put icing here. My hand is really shaky. And then icing down the bottom. That. You want just a bunch of icing. We're going to put decorations all around it, so... You want that squared up. Once you have 2 pieces together, they'll usually stay standing. So right now, it is not leaning on my salt or anything. It is just standing there like it's supposed to. Oh, and I put the wrong... Wait a minute. I didn't put the windows in the front. That was dumb. I thought I had the windows in the front of the house, but I don't. Windows are in the back. That's dumb. Also, I have this one that's prettier. I should have that side, but... well, I was just experimenting this morning, and this is what I came up with. Let's see. You don't look good. Oh well. I guess we're going to have to switch this out, because this is the front of our house, and we need a door at the front of our house. So, I don't know why I didn't put the windows in this one. But this is the front of our house. So let's try that again. That one's gonna fall now. But when they're two together, they pretty much stay by themselves. So that's kind of cool. Okay. Now that we got our door where it's supposed to be, get this guy on. So he's going to be in the back of the house then. Re-glue him. There we go. We got 3 sides. Are we even? Pretty even. Okay, so this guy, does he go this way or this way? I think he goes this way. I put the window in the wrong direction. So it's always helpful to plan ahead when you're making gingerbread houses. So this goes this way, even though the window is this way. Plan ahead before you go and bake everything. Pretty sure that's right, yeah. Yeah, too tall that way. Bummer. Oh well. It matters which is the front or back because the front has a door. So I cut a door out. Yeah, I made stained glass windows out of hard candies. You just crush them up and you put them in there before you bake it. And they melt down and make stained glass windows. I'll show you all the products I use and what we're going to use to decorate after we get this set so that I can get it to dry, because I can't put the roof on until this is dry. Did I do it wrong still? No, I didn't. Okay. This way? No, this way. No, this way. Yeah, I put it on the wrong side. There you go. Let's see if I can move it without it falling. See, it's not even falling. And it's not even touching my salt shaker that I have in here. So once you have all the pieces, can I get them in? There you go. Go. All 4 sides. These sides look cooler because they got the stained glass. But once it's up like that, I usually just go around and like kind of reinforce my pipes around the edges. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I always rather be safe than sorry. Now this has to dry or set pretty well before we put the roof on, because once you put the roof on, you need it solid, basically. Otherwise, they're just going to slide off. Just do little beads going all the way around. Go around the bottom. And it fills in all the gaps you got, if you got any. I'm trying to do it so you guys can see. This is royal icing. The recipe's in the description box below for you guys. It's just a good glue. I don't prefer it for eating particularly, but if you want, you can use a buttercream, but you got to make a traditional buttercream that has a lot of powdered sweetener in it. Otherwise, it's not going to harden on you. So, and I found all this stuff I'm going to show you, which were pretty much set. So I'm going to go through all the stuff I found at Walmart. So this is all stuff that we can use. I mean, it's not the best products. I kind of had to choose between two evils kind of thing. Full sugar or crappy ingredients and maltitol and stuff like that. So it is what it is. We're building a gingerbread house, for God's sake. So we got this stuff. This is a good product. Lily's. They have unicorn chocolate chips. So they're pink and blue, which I haven't even opened this yet. So I'm excited to see what they look like. And I haven't tasted them either. So this is just with erythritol and stevia usually. Yep. So these all have decent ingredients, and it's naturally colored with red beets and spirulina. So we can use these to decorate. Ain't they pretty? They're blue and pink. They're not exactly festive, but again, we cannot find any keto sprinkles that are Christmas. It sucks. I haven't tried these yet. Not the best tasting, but pretty much white chocolate. I was thinking putting these maybe down the sides of the gingerbread house, like as like decoration. I don't know. Haven't decided how I'm decorating this one yet. And the hard candies you were asking about, where are they? I got these, which are not, they're better ingredients, but this one doesn't have aspartame in it, which is nice. It does have isomalt, which I have used isomalt before. If I can, I'll link up the video in my hot cocoa bombs. I made peppermint candy for my hot cocoa bombs, and I used isomalt. But then someone commented that it spiked their blood sugar. So I did my own test with my Keto Mojo, and it did indeed spike my blood sugar. So isomalt is a sugar alcohol, but it can spike your blood sugar, just so you guys know. Yeah, they have a lot of sugar-free stuff. It's just not all the best ingredients, or it can cause digestive issues, which it says right on some of these packages. Don't eat too much because it could cause, that. Oh, this one does too. May lead to gas and bloating. Attractive. But we're not using a bunch of them. And like I said, it's not really that you're eating the house. You might just be snacking as you're decorating, which I'd rather snack on the chocolate chips, to be honest, than eat one of these, hard candies. But I just took them and I put them into a Ziploc bag. I just unwrapped them and put them in here and then just banged them with my rolling pin. And then I filled my little cuts that I made with the hard candy and then baked it like that. And it melts down and creates like stained glass. So that's what I got these at Walmart in the candy aisle. Again, not the best of ingredients, artificial colors and flavors and all that stuff. But and then what else we got? We got some other Lily's products. I found these, which I meant to look up the nutrition facts because it has allulose in it, but usually it has the breakdown on the package of how many grams of allulose per serving. Because right now, these ones, it doesn't say, it says 42 carbs, 23 fiber, 2 erythritol. So that's still really high for carbs, but it says allulose, but there's no breakdown of how many grams of allulose are in these. But they're sour gummy worms, which I haven't had these yet either. They just came out not too long ago. I do love sour gummies, but I don't know. It worries me that there's so much fiber in them too, because a lot of fiber, isn't the best for you. They're little wormies. Let's see if they taste good. They're not like gummy worms. Because usually you can pull a gummy worm. And they're not sour either. They're more like a fruit snack kind of texture. But lemon and raspberry and apple and peach. So we can cut these up and use them as dots on something, or just to make things look cute. And then these I used to eat, but the carbs are way higher than they used to be. So if you haven't looked at the package lately and you've been eating these, beware. It's a lot higher than it used to be. It was only a couple grams before. There you go, gumdrops. That's what we can cut them in and look like gumdrops. But these now are 18 grams of carbs for the whole package. They used to only be a couple grams of carbs for the whole package. So I used to eat them, and then I bought a bunch, and then I realized that the package had changed and the ingredients had changed. So I'm not going to eat any of these because, I mean, there's only like maybe 8 in here. And 18 per, that's kind of crazy. I have, Carol Walker, I have tried making my own gummies keto, and it is really hard. I tried last year to make them for my fiance's mother. She likes like red hot gummies, and I tried over and over again to make gummies, and the texture was just never right. They were either too hard, too soft, too just weird texture. I don't know. I tried. I really did. But I failed, and I haven't revisited it since last year. Old times we used to melt sugar to, yeah. Yeah, you can't just melt down Lakanto and do that. I bet you maybe could do allulose. The problem is you have to get allulose so hot before it actually becomes like really hard. Like hard crack stage, you got to bring it to like almost burnt before it, I really want to eat one of these. I love Swedish fish. Eat just the tail. But we can cut these up, or we can just have a little fish in our yard. I don't know. I tried to be creative and try to find stuff that we could use. Oh, yeah. The formula is not as good as it used to be. Yeah. Oh, it's really stuck. You probably could actually. You need like a really good tip though to like make them like super tiny. I'll show you. I pipe with this and I'll make icicles, but they're kind of still too fat for sprinkles. I also found these lifesavers. I cannot find a regular lifesaver sugar-free, but these contain sorbitol and aspartame. So I don't know. I might use this as like a fence, maybe going around like our gingerbread house. I got Swedish fish stuck in my teeth now. But for my gingerbread house, I made in high school. I used the yogurt covered pretzels as like my fence around it. So I thought these would be cute to make like a fence going around. And then this is it. Last but not least, Russell Stovers, which at least this has stevia in it now. It does still have maltitol, but it's cheaper, and Atkins has the peanut M&Ms, and they still contain maltitol too. So this is cheaper, and it's more per thing. So I just grabbed this. I mean, it's 17 grams of sugar alcohols. So if you cut that in half, if you only count it as half, because you do get some blood sugar spike from it, it's still quite a bit of carbs for a quarter cup. But like I said, we're using it to decorate anyways, so. Yeah, a lot of people use isomalt. It's crazy because I was like, when I figured it out, I found a YouTube video that said they make their sugar-free candies with isomalt. I'm like, oh my God, that's what we used for sugar work in school. We used isomalt. Like that was the sugar we used. I couldn't believe it was a sugar alcohol and supposedly sugar-free and, you know, good for you. Turns out it's not. It's a bummer because I could do so much with isomalt. I mean, I made everything out of isomalt, and it spikes my blood sugar still, and I'm sad about that. We're getting dry. Oop, that one's almost dry. So we're almost ready to decorate. Well, we got to put the roof on, and then we can decorate. Did you see my comment about my... Oh, I did not. That's awesome, Karen. It's so cool you can take them to your son's bake sale. God, I wish my mom had known about keto back then. When I have kids, it's going to be a lot different. That's for sure. No Hostess cupcakes for my kid. I think everyone needs to realize that it's just not good for the kids. I'm glad your family loved them, Karen. That's awesome. I take all my baked goods to my family too, and they all enjoy them. They're kind of my testers because they eat regular stuff. So, like, if they like it, then it must be good because they're not used to eating keto stuff. They're used to eating the regular stuff. Although, my fiance's mom is gluten-free. So, I make some good gluten-free stuff for her that she doesn't normally get. Sorry, train. Peanut butter blossoms are delicious. Carol, I have not started my wedding cake yet. I'm kind of waiting until the holidays are over because I'm really busy at work, like really busy with holiday parties. So I'm working 5 days a week, but like morning to night. So I haven't had a chance, and I've been just trying to figure out recipes and stuff to fill up the last couple weeks of December because I still have a couple weeks to go before January hits. So I've been working on that. I have an idea of what I want already, so it's not going to take me long to like do it. I'm more wanting to figure out what kind of decoration I want because my theme is kind of like black, red, silver, and white kind of thing, and it's kind of like fall colors. So I'm not sure what kind of decorations I'm going to do, and I kind of want to. I hate using a lot of dye, but I kind of want to use a lot of dye, so I don't know. I might try a keto fondant. I know you can make fondant on a marshmallow. I have to look up a fondant recipe just so I can like maybe make some flowers and stuff. Oh, Karen, the P.O. box is down below. I got one today. Oh, you'll see me make the wedding cake for sure. I mean, my trials will be here and there. Like, you know, I'm gonna make a 3-layer wedding cake. So like the first layer, and then I'll be trialing and trying the second layer, and then the final layer. They're all gonna be different. And then I'll probably have one epic video of me making the whole thing, but closer to my wedding. My wedding's in like March 20th. So like I'll probably make like a cake a week and keep it in the freezer. Most wedding cakes are frozen. I don't know if you guys all know that, but most wedding cakes are done in advance and frozen, usually for a couple of weeks at least. So I'll probably be doing that. Glad you're happy, Karen. It wasn't too bad. It was actually, I just like had to fill out like some stuff online and print out an application and then take it to the place, and I got my P.O. box. So now you guys can send me stuff if you want. No obligations. Like, I'm not asking for anything, but someone asked, they wanted to send me something, so I got a P.O. box. So the address is below. Field trips are the funnest. I loved my field trips. I loved school in general once I got to high school and I had culinary class half of my day. It was great. Okay, we are solid enough to put the roof on. Let's get the roof. Oh, it's over here. Got my roof. I wish Ben Deserted would do some keto cakes, but he snubs his nose. Not sure what that is. Oh. You wish your husband? Just gotta clean up my edges a little bit because I got that sugar that's off of it, but We gotta get this roof on. I just made the roof a tiny bit bigger than the sides so that we would have some overhang on there. Yeah. Oh, and of course now it doesn't fit this way. Wait, maybe, no, that's the longer way. Oh, poo. Well, gonna have to work. We're gonna have to pipe some stuff to make it work. Mistakes can always be fixed. Thank you, Karen. I'm glad you're making my ice cream. My ice cream is my favorite. I really want to make my chocolate peanut butter one. I've been missing it. I haven't had time. But if you guys have time, I suggest making it. It's so good. We don't quite fit now, but I made it a 1/4 inch bigger, but guess it don't matter. Yeah, that won't work that way at all. Okay, well, we're gonna have to do some gluing. Let's go along both edges of both of them. This is on the inside, and then we're gonna pipe on the outside. Okay, moment of truth. You gotta put these guys on. And did I do it the wrong way? Did I seriously? What? No, that's right. Or not. Whoa. Well, I got like one side touching cookie. One side. Okay. So I'm going to pipe left-handed here. Can I do it? Is it gonna stay? Gotta at least get one side on. Some down the middle. Will it stay? Don't know. That cake sounds delicious, Karen. Chocolate cake, chocolate frosting, and Snickers. I think I'm going to be doing something similar for my first layer of my wedding cake. Not exactly Snickers, but probably peanut butter. How do we look? Not very even. Can we make it go over at all? Then we won't be good there. The problem with gingerbread, it ain't always the right size. More frosting over here. There we go. Stuff holds it in place pretty darn good. Even if you have gaps and you're not even touching. No, no sliding. Started sliding. There we go. Just hold it here for a minute. Yeah, I know I do. I need to make this a little bit bigger, so I'll adjust the template down in the recipe. So if you are copying my recipe, the roof is 4 inches by 4¼ inches. I would do it probably like 4½ inches by 4½ inches. That'll be enough. It's because we put the faces on the outside of these sidewalls. So it made it wider than 4 inches. So that's why. It's gonna fall down. We can't do anything about it now because our bottom is already solid. I mean, I could take the whole thing apart, but I really don't want to. So just gotta let it harden a little bit. And then we can fill in all the spaces with frosting. Everything can be fixed with frosting. Oh, not that. I think it's funny that this one is working out worse than the other two I did not on camera. That's how it usually works though, right? But like I said, this glue usually does a pretty good job. Even if you have gaps and you're not even touching in a lot of your places. And then we're just going to decorate all this anyway, so we're going to put frosting all over it. Thank you, C. I'm trying. Of course, this would happen on my live, right? My other one worked fine, and I was like, oh, this one doesn't, I don't have enough overhang on my roof. So I put the faces on differently on this one, and of course, then it makes it too long for the roof. Figures. So I did this one differently. But I have more overhang, which is what I wanted, because I want to do icicles. Or lights. I can show you how to string lights with this frosting. That's why I wanted the overhang. Because last time I had no like extra stuff hanging off here. So that's why I wanted that. So I'll make the roof a little bit bigger in the plans that I put down below. We're starting to get solid, I think. But I don't want to start decorating it until it's definitely hardened. Thanks, Carmen. It does look delicious. No, no, no falling. Stay. Because this one's not on a lip. It's really annoying. Stay. He doesn't want to stay. I don't think I have anything like perfectly the size of this either to like hoist this up. Trying to look at things in hand's reach and I got nothing. Just stay, please. The bottom's staying perfectly fine. That shit's hard. Like, I don't have to touch it right now if it would just stay without me holding it. Because we can go and decorate the front and stuff. Put doors on. I don't see, maybe this. Try not to move too much. Ah, just a little bit too high. Let's see. Well, we can use that for comparison, right? Ah, dish. No, a little too high still. I think that's it. Everything else is shorter. Just stay, please. The right side doesn't want to stay. The left side's fine. I wonder if I turn it around if it'll fit better. I have all this frosting on top though. Let's see. Maybe it'll fit better that way for some reason. Looks like it might. Does look like it fits better. It's not as... Now they're hitting both sides. See, all you gotta do is turn the piece around, apparently. Hey, Carmen asks, can I make the ice cream base without doing the custard thing? Is there something I should know before using some bourbon? The bourbon, you can just, I wouldn't add a ton. I would add just a couple tablespoons, but that should be fine. The custard thing, it's not really a custard thing because you're not even heating it back up in my recipes anyways. I don't reheat it to like thicken. The only reason I heat the cream and temper the egg yolks is to melt the sugar because our sugars tend to be grainy if you don't heat them. And the reason I heat it is because, well, that's the reason I heat it, but also it just makes for a better custard filling, I think. And you got to melt the gelatin too. So it's another reason. But you're not really making a custard because you're not reheating it. That's cool. You're watching me on 2 devices? That's crazy. I think it might stay now since we turned the roof around. Bourbon I use instead of vanilla. Yeah, I've heard people doing that. I'm not a huge bourbon person. I just don't like the taste of barrel. So a lot of times I don't like bourbon and stuff like that. Is it staying or is it sliding? I can't tell. Somebody tell me. It's funny because I watch people's videos of making gingerbread houses. Is as they're making them, I can literally see it moving in the frame, but they don't see it. And then all of a sudden it's a surprise when it falls. And I'm like, oh, I definitely saw that coming. But you just can't let go until you're sure it is solid. Or you can, and then just keep a close eye on it. You see it shifting. Which it doesn't look like it's shifting anymore. No, yes, maybe. Yes, it is. Very, very slowly, though. Going slow. I want to get to the fun part. Can I pipe and hold at the same time? Don't know. Well, all my other pieces are on the other side of the kitchen, so I guess that's not going to work. But, oh, there's another thing I thought of for decorating, which I thought I had some... How's this one sliding? No, yes. Slivered almonds. You can literally put on there like a thatch roof. Like you can pipe a thing of frosting and lay your little pieces of almonds like in a row. And then pipe another layer of frosting and then more almonds. And then keep going up to the very top. It looks really cool. Then for my sidewalk, and I went all the way around my cathedral with a sidewalk, I used lentils as like stones for the sidewalk. Turned out really good. I think it's staying. Is it slipping? I see it slipping. It may be good now. I'm not going to touch it yet, but we can get on to some other decorating. So I cut my door out and I baked it separately. That's down in the directions. I got a little chimney to put on. And I cut out some dinosaurs. I wanted dinosaurs in my house, next to my house. I don't have any like Christmas cookie cutters really. So, but you can use any shapes you want. Because this is enough dough to do all these and all of these. Plus I have some more trees over there too. So, plenty of stuff to decorate with. You don't have to use a bunch of candy. You soak slivered almonds in food-colored water. Let them dry and use them. Oh, that's an awesome idea, Karen. Wish I would have thought of it. Jurassic Yuletide. Yep. I got dinosaurs. You're cute. I also had like a car picked out and like a big teddy bear, but I went with dinosaurs. Yeah, maybe he'll like be like, see, if it falls down, I can just like put him on top and just act like he just crushed the house. But I'm going to show you a way to make a tree, because usually you make trees for gingerbread houses with like ice cream cones, like the bottoms of ice cream cones, which I have it on my list, but I have not figured it out yet. You can just cut out triangles and like glue them together basically and make a tree out of gingerbread. It'd be funny just to make a wrecked house and just have like a dinosaur standing on top of it. Like, oh, I tried. Make it into something else. There you go. People will get a good kick out of it. I'll show you one of these trees real quick. I can just do this over here. You can put like frosting down on the whole bottom. I don't usually bother, but it's just me. So to cut these triangles out, I just cut I cut a strip like this and then went like this with my knife throughout like the whole rectangle I did. And I got just a bunch of rectangle pieces. And we can just put them all together and then pipe like frosting on the outside of them. So just go and put a big dollop here. Let's see, I don't want to hit my house at all. Move around. And then I make the pile big enough. There, and that one doesn't really fit. Where's all my other ones? There we go. And this one, you can put some frosting here and here. My hands are covered in icing. And then you put this one here. There you go. You got a little tree. And you can pipe green, or you can pipe it white if it has snow on it. Reinforce your edges a little bit. I can't see over here. There we go. There you go. We got a tree. And you just pipe it, which I have some buttercream frosting. Oh, it's funny I went to pastry school because I hate having my hands dirty, and culinary in general, because I literally have to keep washing my hands like over and over again. Oh, Stroop waffles, the caramel's already done. Just got to figure out the wafer thin cookie. I know, I've thought about that. I asked for a pizzelle maker for Christmas, so I think you can make waffle cones in that too. So, but I just have a little, like, it's the tip that has like a bunch of little holes on it. This is a coupling here I have, so if this doesn't work, I can change out this tip and I don't have to empty my bag. But I think it'll work. Just like make like it's like needles. These kinds of tips kind of take a little bit of finesse because you gotta like put pressure and then pull like that. But it makes it look like tree. Like that. You can basically make any shape out of gingerbread you want. So technically you can like, you know, make whatever decorations you want out of gingerbread and then just pipe frosting on them. You can also use this to pipe grass if you don't have snow. Can I pipe this way? I can almost see it. Yeah, looks good. The hard part's going to be getting behind the tree. It's next to our house. But only everyone looks at the front of it, right? There we go. Oh. My kitchen is going to be a mess. Gotta pipe this side. It's like if you go too long, it doesn't look real, but if you go like too short, it doesn't look like spiky. So these take a little bit of practice working with. Can I get this last row? Not really. You can also just spread icing on it. You don't have to pipe if you don't want to. But that ain't going nowheres. You can add more layers of frosting to it too. Yeah. There's our tree. It looks good. I gotta wash my hands. It's driving me crazy. Okay. Now what else? Can we put up this dinosaur? Let's see. Do we want to like pipe on the dinosaur first? Should we color green? I think he kind of looks just cool like that. Let's put him over here. The problem with doing this first is that then you can't get to the size of your house. Okay, so we're gonna go, we'll put the door on, and I just do two little triangles, yeah, okay, rectangles for like the roof that goes over the doorway. You can make them bigger if you want, but the bigger you make them, the less likely they're gonna stick to your house. Things don't like to stick without you having to hold them. Oh, a twee, yeah. So for this, you would just like angle it above the door, like on both sides, this way and that way. So we'll see if this works. Did you try wrapping gingerbread dough on a foil cone for a tree shape? No, but I bet that would work. I don't have cones though, because my fiance isn't keto, but he doesn't eat sweets very often, so we don't have any of that stuff lying around really. I don't even have any at work, I don't think. But I don't even have any baking metal cones. I have cannoli tubes, but I think our doughs just might be too fragile for that. Like I said, I made a domed cathedral in school. I put gingerbread over a metal mixing bowl that was covered in tin foil, and that worked. But I don't know. I feel like when our gingerbread bakes, it like is really soft until it cools. And I don't know if it would bake right or not. So I just stuck that on with one little line of frosting. And it stayed because it's tiny. Gotta put the other side on. So this is our little roof that goes over the door. This one's a little bit smaller than the other one. I just eyeball these a lot of times, and then they end up not being like the right size. Just gotta hold it for a second usually. Depends on if it's flush or not with the house. There you go. Is it even? I'm doing this like so you guys can see it and I can't see it. It's actually a little bit longer than the other side, so I'm actually going to snap a little bit off. Can I? It's really hard gingerbread. There we go. I ate it. It's only me and my boyfriend here, so there we go. Got a little roof over our door. Looks cute. Now I gotta put our door on. Michelle, you need a snack? Grab yourself a snack. I haven't even eaten dinner yet. All I've been snacking on is gingerbread dough. We're gonna have a good ribeye for dinner though. Now I gotta put our door on. So this can be open or not open, whatever you want to do. But I'm gonna put it. Can I do this without knocking anything over? Oh, or hitting my tree. It's hard to do it when you can't really see what you're doing. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn it around so I can see. Sorry, guys. Let's see. And usually I put some frost in here too. There we go. There's our door. I put a doorknob on. Doorknob. Right there. Does it look crooked? I can't tell. It's coming along. Our roof stayed. I don't think it's moving. So we got a tree, a door, and a roof over the door. Should we do another tree? I don't know, do a one on the side. I did another batch with a different recipe, and I made different pieces. Whoop. But you can literally make like a little fence that like will go there. Maybe we'll put him on. This one, the sugar came even like more out of, which I don't know why. But this gingerbread is pretty sturdy. Let's see if we can get him to stay. We're just going to do big blobs where I think our thing will be. Let's see. There, there, there. Did I just mess up my tree? I did. Get back there. That's the problem with buttercream frosting. It doesn't usually stay. Or harden, I should say. Will the fence stay up? Gotta do some reinforcing. This is where any kind of little bottles or anything come in handy. There you go. Lean him against there for now until he dries. You always want to have some stuff lying around that you can like put on things or lean things up against. Now I'm gonna end up with green all over me. You make it look like there's like little bushes like in front of your fence. Do that with the green too. There you go. We got a fence. Almost. It'll be standing in a minute. What else did I make? Oh, I made these, which I don't know. I was trying to make a fence, and then I don't know what it really turned into, but not quite a fence. I remade that one. Okay, now we can start piping our lights and stuff. Let's see if I can show you how this is done. This actually acts just like royal icing. You can like actually like drape it. If I can get the right angle on here to show you. You want to touch it down and then squeeze and bring it over and touch it up. So you literally have a hanging little piece of whatever you want to call it, rope. It's not on a tray of gingerbread, Becca. It's on just a piece of cardboard I had from a package that was delivered. But you can just go and keep going. You just keep connecting. Sometimes they break on you, but you can just redo them. I always thought it was cool you could do that with like frost. Go down and go back up. Down, back up. So you have like super intricate looking little like lace detail on your roof. Yeah, it almost does look like gingerbread, right? It's pretty much the same color, huh? There you go. Oh, that one broke. If it breaks, just take it off and redo it. There you go. Should probably put our... Is this still sliding? I can't tell. Or is it stuck where it is now? My roof is definitely crooked. And another thing you can do is make icicles. So you just take a big bead going all the way down. I want this all to look nice and snow covered anyway. You just take the tip and you push it in and bring it down. Push it in and bring it down. You got little icicles. They're cute. I'm trying to show you the best I can with being in front of it. You just gotta be patient with your piping bag and just kind of work it, figure out what works best. See if it does that, you just go back and try it again. Good. Really hard to do it when I can't see what I'm doing. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying. Just do like little icicles. Whoa, stick my finger and stuff. I've done better work, but it's because I'm not doing it straight in front of me like this. Doing it on an edge, which is what I wanted, which is why I wanted an overhang on here, is even easier. Definitely want some snow on my bottom of my roof. That and put a little bit more pressure on it and you'll get nice icicles. Like that. Okay, I think our roof is dry enough that we can put some stuff on it. I'm not sure yet. Whoa! I got dry frosting coming out of the top of this. So should we put our dinosaur like next to this tree? Just prop him up. Dino tree! Maybe in front. And he's going into the house. The dino's going in there. I got green frosting on him though. Covered in frosting. Oh, frosting everywhere. No, I got frosting on my wedding ring. My engagement ring. What did I hit? I hit the tree over there. Sad. I gotta wash it. Gotta fix our tree now. Got stuff everywhere. Fix our tree, fix our tree. There we go. Got some green on our guy. Dino's going into the house. Also pipe some bushes in the front. Bushes. Got some bushes. Okay, what are we gonna decorate with? What should we put on the roof? We got M&Ms. Or we got our gummy worms. Or we got our Lily's chocolate chips. We gotta put some fish swimming around in their front yard. Thank you, Renee. Yeah, now it's all green. I got green frosting in it. I love my ring. I don't get to wear it ever. Only on my 2 days off. And I get it all dirty. Typical me. And what should we put on the roof? I don't know. Should we cut our gummy worms? Let's see what these candies look like. Oh, they smell like M&Ms. I haven't had an M&M in over a year and a half. Oh, they're like purple. What? They like not use M&M colors for some reason. There's like a light purple. That's weird. It's very strange. Oh, they kind of look like lights. M&M's are delicious. I like Reese's Pieces better. Well, actually, no. I like the peanut butter M&Ms. There is a difference. Okay, I'm not going to use these purple random ones. They're just strange. I need all the Christmassy colors. Wow. Get all these purples out of here. Got to do some kind of pattern. Oh, at least there's no xylitol in these, right? I have cats. Maltitol twice, stevia once. Nope. Okay. In case my cat picks it up. Although they're not supposed to eat chocolate either. My cats have gotten into chocolate and they're fine. They're resilient. Yeah, the peanut butter M&Ms are the best. Okay. So we're gonna do another line up here. I'm gonna make this look decent here. Because our roof is a little shabby. It's like, it's just a, what, it's a money pit? That's what it is. We just built the money pit is all. The roof's a little wonky. Make sure I do my pattern right. Yeah. We got M&Ms. I also got pumpkin seeds that you could use as like gravel for the front of your house if you want. But I think we're just going to decorate it with candy because it's going to look pretty. Bye, Becca. Thanks for joining me. I will be here. This is going to be my next video on my station. But then because of Christmas, I'm going to go probably and upload on maybe Wednesday next week. Because Saturday, like no one's going to be watching YouTube on Saturday. And I have a recipe I want for you guys to have for Christmas. So this is going to be this week's video. It'll still stay up on my channel, so with the recipe and everything, so you guys can have the recipe if you don't take it now. And next week I'll have another recipe that's really nice for before Christmas. I love the almond flavor, the almond sliver roof idea too. Unfortunately, I thought I had some, and I apparently don't. I probably do, but my pantry's a mess. I literally just reorganized, and I gotta do it again. It's freaking ridiculous. But, okay, so there's that. What else we gotta put on here? I'm afraid to put anything else really on the roof. But our house is looking cute. I feel like it needs more snow. Should I do like, I'm not gonna have enough frosting for all of this. But I add a little bit of snow. Yeah, that's cute. It looks like it's dripping snow. I do my cake videos, there's going to be a lot of cake decorating, but I'm going to hopefully have my GoPro set up so you guys can watch me actually do all the piping and stuff. So I have a chest mount, so hopefully I can like have it so you can actually see like me piping and stuff. I don't have a way, well actually you probably can go live on it, I just don't know how. Because I'm really bad with technology. I have to like look it up on YouTube. I look up everything on YouTube. I don't know how to do any of it. What else we gotta add? We gotta add some icicles to the front of our door. I think. Gotta do a line on both sides. Make it look like there's snow. Some icicles. This is gonna look so cute when we're done. Remember, the recipe's down in the description box. So if you want the recipe now and want to make it soon, go copy and paste it into like a Word document or something, or screenshot it or something so that you guys can have the recipe. Because this isn't going to be up for a couple of days on my channel. So if you want the recipe now, go grab it. I also have a P.O. box down there and a PayPal and my Patreon link and all that good stuff. I'm making some money right now, but not very much. And I spend a lot of money in ingredients. But I enjoy doing it, so you don't owe me anything. I love doing it. Should I eat these? I don't know. They're so tempting. That's why I don't bring this stuff into my house, because even though it causes upset stomach, I'll still eat it. I'm having 2 M&Ms. That's it. Should we put our Lily's chocolate chips somewhere? Maybe on the front of our house? See, that chocolate flavor, though, I just want to keep eating. Bad idea, Alycia. Bad idea. See, let's put them on the corners of our house. Some Lily's chocolate chips. They're not really Christmas colors, but... Oh, the hard candy coating got stuck in my throat. That's not good. Maybe that will deter me from eating them. These are cute. Getting all covered in frosting. You really have to have a steady hand for this, and right now I do not. I've had nothing but caffeine today and gingerbread. I eat these Lily's instead. They're just sweetened with stevia. I'll put some on this side. I don't know. Do I like how it looks? Not really. I don't know. They just don't go with our color theme. Oh well. We already started. Where did I put them? There. I'm going to put them on this side too. Ooh, get that out of the way. What can we do with our gummy worms? Maybe put them on the front of the house? I don't know. They're very easy to grab. I don't want to use them because I opened them and bought them. And like I said, I got to look up the macros on it because it doesn't say how many grams of allulose are in those. So I have no idea how many carbs are in there. It's really hard to do. In between our tree and fence. No. I'm getting more green dye on me. Frosting everywhere. Looks like our fence is holding. Take that out. There we go. Now what else do we do? I think we're just about good, but I want to use my gummy worms. Should I do like a pathway with gummy worms? from our door. Like a winding path. Snow covered. And if I were doing this for like, I've always wanted to do the gingerbread competitions. I actually was supposed to enter my cathedral in a gingerbread house contest, but I didn't finish it in time. But I would cover this whole thing. Like I would start, if I had a bunch of frosting, I would start and cover the entire cardboard or whatever I'm using with frosting to start. Like, except for like maybe where the house was going. That way you have a base of just snow. That's going to be like down on the bottom of your gingerbread house. Ooh. Gotta cut all these guys. Sticky. What time is it? 6:30? Ooh, I gotta get going soon. We have not eaten dinner. I think this will be the last touch. And then I'll get out of here. Yeah, I could, but they're like too heavy, I think. Like garland. I don't think they'll hang. And they don't like bend. They're not as like stretchy and malleable as regular gummy worms are. They're like kind of hard. Unfortunately. They kind of underwhelmed me, unfortunately. Of course, they did better than I did with gummies. They're also not sour, and I like a lot of sour. Fortunately, there's like 2 yellows, so all I have are 3 colors, basically. Nope, nope, I want a green one. The green's not even really green. I think it's natural dyes. That looks cute. Guessing my fiance is sleeping, otherwise he'd be like, when's dinner? He's not feeling well. Could there be ornaments on your tree? Oh, yeah. Good idea, Carmen. Oop. I need more green. Do I have anything else I can use for ornaments? Not really. These are really sticky. I'm gonna do some major cleanup before dinner. Those are cute. Ooh. Already starting to hurt it? No. Start with yellow. Yellow is the most. I can't get back there. Our dino's in the way. Red. Green. Yeah, I noticed I'm a little anal and I have to like go by patterns and stuff. And I really do want this to look perfect, but of course, you don't got time for that right now. Much better when I'm on my own time. Go. Oh, I need another green one. Ooh, they are sticky. Look at that. I ended on the same thing. Yeah, I was thinking that. Well, Carmen said that. Ornaments on the tree. I gotta make them smaller though. Trying to think of what else we could use for ornaments. Super sticky. They're sticking everywhere. Ornaments. There we go. I'm surprised they're even coming off my finger onto the tree. Nice. Get off my finger. Ooh. Good ideas. There we go. Need some other colors though. I just did red. Kitchen scissors for chopping all sorts of things, even things you don't even think about. Great tool. Good idea, guys. This makes it look very Christmassy, even though we have a dinosaur. Get off my finger. Oh no. Green frosting everywhere. There we go. We got them. How's it look? It's cute. Anything else we need? I didn't put my Swedish fish anywhere. I think that's the only other candy we have. It's a Christmas tree. Should we put a little fishy next to the bush? There we go. Got a little fish in the bush. He's cute. I like him. Put another bush over here. Maybe. We got another fishy. What we gotta do with our keto stuff? Can we put our dinosaur anywhere else? Oh yeah, I have a chimney. Where's the chimney? I didn't put it on because I was worried that the roof was gonna fall. I got him. See, did I do it at the right angle? Nope. Probably cut this though. Yeah, it didn't do the right angle. I don't have a diagram for how big of an angle I need, but it'll stay if we make it stay. You eat the dinosaur? That's not very nice. Build it up, build it up. Will it stay? I didn't get the angle on that one right. Did I get the angle on this one right? This is my second one that I did. This is batch number, I think I made 5 batches of gingerbread. That one might be better. There we go. He stay. There we go. There's our chimney. Thank you for reminding me. There's windows in the back because I messed up. If you're new to joining, you didn't see the back of this guy yet. Oh God. So you got a window there, and I got a stained glass windows in the back because I messed up. They're supposed to go on the one with the door. I guess I can put one right in the middle. I can pipe one on. But I was very bummed that I messed that one up. Let's pipe one right in the middle. There we go. We got a window. Whoa. I don't know if it's exactly straight because I was kind of half looking at it. Anything else? Yay! That is not weirder than my friend's flamingos pulling Santa's sleigh. I've seen that before. Very cute. Hi, Roni. Well, thanks for joining. The recipe's down below. This video is not going to be up on my channel for a couple of days. So if you want this recipe, go to the description box, copy it, paste it, screenshot it, whatever, so you have the recipe and you can make it before Christmas. It's ready to be moved into. It's all set, ready to go. Let's see. We should put this dinosaur somewhere. Put him right on the counter. Right there. Like he's like attacking the tree. I don't know. Let's see. I feel like this dinosaur's got to be in here somewhere. Running out of frosting. Now, do I have anything to prop this up with until it dries? I don't think I do. What could I use? Sure, I can put. Where did my thing go that I was using before? There it is. Ugh. Getting hit by the frosting. Being from Florida, we always had flamingos pulling the sleigh, and our trees were palm. Well, yeah, that makes sense, Ginger. Never lived anywhere that it was hot for Christmas. Pretty much always in New York. Oh no, I was in Hawaii for a couple of months, but I was not there for Christmas. I was there for fall, but didn't get to be fall. And then we got our dinosaur. The flavor on the Lily's gummy worms is good, like the fruit flavor. It's just not sour enough for me. We can get the dinosaur to stay. Got a lot of stuff going on. I think we're done. Good, 'cause I gotta make dinner. I have not eaten today anything nutritious, that's for sure. Will we stay without this thing? Maybe. Is he leaning? Yes, he is. Slowly. He's in a pile of snow. Wow. Can I move him without knocking him over? Nice. It'd be prettier if I actually put snow down on the whole thing, but it's good. Fun Fu says, you said you met your goal weight. How many pounds did you lose? I've been on keto a few months and down 45. That's awesome. Thank you for the congrats. The whole thing is I lost a bunch of weight kind of unhealthily. I lost over 100 pounds, no, 70 pounds, and then I gained 40 back. And then I went on keto and I lost 75 pounds on keto. And this is my lowest weight I've ever been since I was 16. Like, even when I was 13, I was 240 pounds. So this is like the lowest weight I have been since I was 16. So that's 20 years almost, 18 years since I've been this weight. And I plan on staying here until, I guess, maybe I get pregnant. But I probably still won't gain a lot of weight, I hope. Thank you. It is awesome. I'm very, very happy I found keto, because every other time I tried any diet, all the weight just came back. And like, you can gain weight on keto. You can just eat a bunch of food, even if you're not hungry, which I'm never hungry, but the food's there. So I still have to watch what I eat, even though like I'm at my goal weight. Like it's not easy because I'm around food all day in a kitchen. I can literally snack on anything I want. So it's still a struggle, but I don't feel deprived, which is how every other diet went. Like I would just give up and go out to eat with my friends and drink and do whatever. And yeah, not healthy. So I know I can stick to this forever, which is good. My dino won't stay up. Thank you, Carmen. I'm glad you find that inspirational. Thank you, Renee. It is awesome. Definitely the happiest I've ever been. And obviously, I mean, my life is doing awesome now, too. I mean, found the love of my life, getting married, gonna have a baby, and all that fun stuff that I've been waiting ages for. Plus, I got my YouTube peeps, which is awesome. Like, I love making recipes. I love baking again. I miss baking. I mean, that was what I went to school for. And I haven't been able to do it in years. And it's great that I get to do it now. I'll be live again soon. I will have to make this with my granddaughter. Yay! If I tried to figure it out on my own, it would probably end up looking like an igloo or worse. Beep beep. Yeah, it was, my first one was just a hut. Because I didn't realize this part, you know? So yeah, my first one wasn't great. And then I figured, I'm like, oh, I should probably do a template. And that's what I did. Which I'll adjust the template, make the roof a little bit bigger. 4.5 by 4.5. But everything else is good. So I gotta see. I got my dino. It's cute. We got our fishies. And it's all keto, pretty much. It looks good. I gotta get going because we gotta make dinner. I gotta clean up all this first. And then make dinner. But this will be up on my channel to watch if you missed some of it or all of it or you're just coming in. It'll be up on my channel, I'm not sure, maybe Thursday-ish, Friday. And then I'll be having a video coming probably like Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday next week before Christmas, so that you have a good Christmas breakfast item to have on Christmas morning. So thank you guys all for coming. I'm glad you look forward to the food science. That's my goal. I want to educate on why I do the things I do. Because everyone's just like, too many ingredients. I'm like, well, they're all there for a reason. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be seeing you guys soon, hopefully. Watch me next week for my new dessert recipe. I'm glad you found me too, Renee. Thank you guys. And I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.